What's going on, everybody? This is Noah McCrill. I'm currently in Austin, Texas. If you haven't seen my last video, go check it out. I talked about how I moved here. I'm currently sitting in my new place, and I just finished up the GTR video. I just want to let you guys know beforehand, there isn't much talking in it. It's just me sharing the experience with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. There's a little bit of scrapage there on the sidewalk.
I can fit it in the back, bro. Yeah.
So we're gonna get Johnny in the back. It's electric. This is the first time you've ever riding in a GTR. Alright, so how do I move this back?
Stay there.
Cool. That way I can see. That'll be good. So what made you think, like, I'm gonna get a GTR and I'm gonna put a wide body kit on it, put it on bags, and, you know, obviously go with the style build you did?
I'd say my number one thing was I wasn't looking for a GTR when I was searching for a car. I was looking for an R8, which I was gonna bag.
Okay.
And do that on. And at the time, I'd never financed anything over 30,000 bucks, so nobody would give me an R8 for 100 grand financing, no matter how much money I made. They just wouldn't finance it. So my friend who owns Euro Motorworks, he said, hey, I can get you into a GTR. I said, well, really? GTR is more than an R8? He said, no, it's not. They're cheaper than an R8. I said, really? Well, I've always wanted a GTR, but I just always thought it was unattainable. You know, the GTR is like,
right?
Freaking monster. So
it is.
How the hell can you get me in a GTR? So he ended up getting me into a 2013. We searched. I said, if you can find me one that I like, then we'll check it out. In the meantime, I had one dealership still looking for R8s, and I had my friend looking for GTRs. And he popped this blue one up one night. So what do you think? So yep, that's it. I'll take it.
Okay.
So I had to have it.
Oh. I can see why.
So the bags I had bought for my M5.
And they fit, huh?
And they didn't come in before I decided to sell the M5. So I called the guy who was bringing the bags in, and I said, hey man, will those fit on a GTR or an R8? He said, no, the management and everything will work, but you'll have to get different bags. So I thought, okay, well, let me know what I need to do. So I ended up getting the GTR, and I told him I need GTR. Well, the GTR is the only bag system that happens to be the most expensive bag system you can freaking get for any car, of course. If I would have got the Audi, it was about $800 cheaper than the GTR bag. Because
you would think it's a Nissan, though.
Happens to have the only Airlift made a dampening system for the GTR. No other car do they make a dampening system. Then they took the Airlift system and they went and track tested it against a stock GTR on Bilstein coilover shocks, which it comes on, against Airlift. And the Airlift car outperformed the stock coilovers that it comes with at Bilstein shocks by 1 second a lap.
Wow, that's insane.
This is a trackable system. I can drive it, bag it, show it, race it, do whatever you need to do.
That is a good
Not very many systems can do that. But airlift performance can. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
So as far as going wide, when I got into a crew called GT Army, which is very big right now, we have over 100 members. I'm happy to be the San Diego vice president, Jay Garcia. I don't know if you've heard of him, but
I see all your guys' Instagram posts.
He's a pretty big dude. He's the president, and then along with GTR Wendy, she's a co-VP with me. So going to these meets with everybody, GTRs are like cookie cutters. We had like 100, and everybody's kind of the same. You know, the only car that stood out like totally different than everybody else's was Jay Garcia's.
Yeah, because this is the purple one, all bag, wide, right.
Yeah. There's no other wide bodies at that time. So that's when I decided to do one myself. So I built Medusa.
This is Medusa.
HP. Yeah, the brake lights on. I'm like, where do I get it?
Really?
It is brake.
No.
Can't jump walls. I'm sure he was feeling me doing 70 plus up this thing.
Oh my gosh. That's the thing about California.
Yeah. Radar.
Yep.
So yeah, the GTR is by far, I've had BMW M5s, I've had fast cars a lot of my life, but the GTR is probably the only car that makes you go, holy shit. This thing is just insane.
So what?
With the way it takes off, with the horsepower, the whole 9 yards, everything about this car is just like fast. That's all you think when you're in it. It's like, holy shit, it's fast. But it is, first and foremost, the car right now is a show car. So yeah, I could go up the mountain like I do every once in a while, go up there and smash on it. But if something happens in this car, it's stupid expensive to repair. It's not like, oh, you got a scratch. It's like, oh, we got to repaint the whole side of the car because you got a scratch. It's not fix that chip, it's paint the whole fender, it's paint the whole front end. And so you don't just put touch up on it. This is show first and then functionality. It still drives, it's still fast, it still will put down most cars that it runs against anywhere.
That's sick. I mean, I'm not like a GTR guy, so I'm like, I love cars and I really appreciate them. I like all builds. But after being in this one, I mean, of course I would consider a GTR. I mean, why wouldn't I?
Yeah. It's funny because this car, like you said, Porsche guy.
I'm a Porsche guy, yeah.
This has been the nemesis of the 911s and the Porsches for a long time. Every time they make something fast, GTR comes back and makes something that can compete with it or beat it. This car was one of the first. This actual one right here, a 2013 GTR, which is the fastest of the GTRs that they make, actually does a 2.8 0 to 60, which the 911s, GT2, GT3, those do. Now the new GTR doesn't hit
the
2.8.
RS, yeah.
So the GTR doesn't either. 2017, 2018, they don't 2.9s, 3.0s. No other GTR has hit it, but the 13 and 14 have actually hit the 2.8 mark. That's been shit right circus, but I don't give a fuck. It's like, I don't care. I love the fucking noise. My fucking old turbo, like, you listen to this turbos when they spool on this thing, it's crazy.
it's about.
That's
why
why
we all
I'm
love
fucking
it.
with 700 plus horsepower. And you just wash, wash.
That's why we all love it. It's for the smiles.
And that's exactly why I built my other cars. You know, there's no reason a 95 Honda Civic should be doing 140 miles an hour.
No.
It's basically a go-kart. Like, so sketchy to be driving like that. But I tell you what, I was on the wheel, knuckles white on a black man. It's just fun as hell,
my
you know?
gosh.
Super fun.
I forget what it's called.
Stupid.
When you have the front wheel drive, just like turns and
Oh, yeah.
the torque steer.
Yep. Torque steer is
Lots
like
of torque steer. Very sketchy.
super wild on it. I did we did a lot to get rid of it. I obviously had LSD in it, limited slip, so
Yeah, of course.
both tires would hook up, and it didn't do a lot of pulling left and right.
It locked
but
it.
just it being front wheel drive, it still would drag you on a long ride. Just
So you had to get some space between your Lamborghini you were door to door with, then, huh?
I would no, because it would just go lane to lane, line to line. You just drop a gear and like they'd hear it spool, and you grab a gear. As soon as I grab a gear, they hear. And what I had was I had a Blox blow-off valve, which is the loudest one you can have. The thing sounded like you ever heard a bus pull up and they stop and it goes, and it goes, oh, you go, shit. So every time I'd shift a gear, I'd see the driver go, oh, shit. Like,
Oh my
yep,
God.
see you, buddy. And I just take off. Or people would pull up and rev on me, and I'd take off and give them a little dump valve. And they're like, yeah, never mind, bro. Like, I didn't think you didn't see that intercooler because I covered it all up. I left the whole stock. Most people like to cut it out and show all that shit. I hid all of it behind license plate and grill. So unless you really knew what you were looking for, you didn't know you were about to get your ass whooped.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you don't want cops to see that either. That ginormous.
My car looks, and my plates front and back. This car, not so much. I think it takes away putting a plate on the front of a GTR. Just takes away of it. My kid's school calling me like 4 times a night.
Oh my
He just barely got in school without getting me in trouble. Stop. I can live a good life without having a house. So you're materialistic then, if that's the way it is.
Yeah, we're all materialistic.
Yeah. Everybody has their thing, you know. When that girl goes to get married and saying she's materialistic and she goes out looking for a dress for a month and a half. No, you're materialistic. What's wrong with Sears? What's wrong with Macy's? What's wrong with Target? Why don't you just go get a little dress for there? Or wear what you already own. You're materialistic if you're going to hunt down stuff just like me. I like nice shit. My nice shit just happens to be something you can't afford, so therefore I'm materialistic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Because if you could afford it, you'd probably buy it too. Or you put it in your house, or you put it on your body, you'd do something else.
That's a good answer. That's a good perspective. I didn't think about. And I'm in real estate. I should have thought of that. That's a good one.
Everything that we do as human beings is about being better than or having something special, or I mean that's all we ever think about. Nobody ever thinks I want to just there are those that want to think I just want to live the most humble, wholesome life ever. I don't ever want for anything. There probably are those people, but as human beings, here, but they don't throw it here, they don't throw it there, and they don't throw it here.
Yeah, I saw this. I was like, this is like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what is this?
That's out of a Maxima. It's like fucking straight trash.
Oh my God.
You can get like a little. I'm gonna have empty interiors. What's your boy?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! That looks so sick.
Yeah, it'll be sick. Like West Banks. Same as his GTR was. The one that what's her name? Brad?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Yeah. Same as that roof. Did you see that one and that one?
Yeah, man.
Basic GTR. Started it in February, and in February,
interior work and all that stuff.
yeah, everything's done.
Yeah.
It's sick, but
That was pretty sick.
I don't want to buy somebody's car that's done. I'm gonna build a car.
That's building store, yeah. All right. What else can you use?